गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्कार। सुबह के ध्यान में आप सबका स्वागत है। वेलकम टू आवर मॉर्निंग मेडिटेशन सेशन। अपने दोनों हाथ श्री माताजी के सामने स्क्रीन पर खोलकर हम स्वयं को ध्यान के लिए तैयार करेंगे। अपने चित्त को हम अपने अंदर लेकर जाएंगे। अपने दोनों हाथों पर या सर के तालू भाग पर अपने चित्त को लेकर हम स्वयं की स्थिति को जानने की कोशिश करेंगे। With our attention on our palms or at the top of our head, we'll introspect our state before we start the meditation. श्री माताजी से हम प्रार्थना करेंगे, उनको नमन करते हुए ध्यान के लिए अनुमति लेंगे। श्री माताजी, कृपया हमें ध्यान की अवस्था देने की कृपा करें। अपनी परम कृपा में श्री माताजी हमारे आत्म साक्षात्कार को दृढ़ करने की कृपा करें। श्री माताजी, please help us to meditate today. Please give us that meditative state so that we can experience our thoughtless awareness. Shri Mataji, by your grace, kindly help us to establish our self-realization. हम अपना ध्यान शुरू करेंगे श्री माताजी के साथ कुंडलिनी चढ़ाते हुए। We'll raise our kundalini and we'll take Bandhan with Shri Mataji.
Let us put ourselves into Bandhan. After raising our kundalini, raise. Attention on your Sahasrara. Don't close your eyes. Push back your head. One. Again. Sit straight. Take it up on your head. Two. Three. Now a bandhan. One. Two. Do it properly, systematically. Three. All of us should do properly. Three. Four. Five. Try to wait as I'm doing. Six. Seven.
बायां हाथ श्री माताजी की तरफ और दायां हाथ हम धरती माँ पर रखेंगे. Left palm towards Shri Mataji, and right palm and right palm on Mother Earth. Attention on both of our palms. अपने चित्त को अपने दोनों हाथों पर रखते हुए हम श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे. श्री माता जी, मेरी इड़ा नाड़ी के सभी दोषों को कृपया आप धरती माँ में निकाल दें. श्री माता जी, please take away all the imbalances of my left channel, my Ida Nadi, into Mother Earth. श्री माता जी, मेरे अंदर जो दोष भाव है, जो ग्लानि का भाव है, कुविचार है, कुसंस्कार है, कुविद्या है, बुरी आदतें हैं, श्री माता जी, इन सभी विकारों को आप कृपया धरती माँ में निकाल दें. श्री माता जी, by your grace, please take away the feeling of guilt which I have, the bad knowledge, bad thoughts, the conditionings, and the ritualism. Please take away all these imbalances into Mother Earth. धीमे से हम अपने सीधे हाथ को गोद में ले आएंगे और अपने बाएं हाथ को हम आकाश की तरफ कर लेंगे. We'll bring back our right hand back in our lap and left hand towards the sky element as shown on the screen. चित्त हमारा दोनों हाथों पर रहेगा. श्री माता जी, मेरे राइट साइड, मेरे दाएं बाजू के सभी दोषों, असंतुलनों को आप अपनी परम कृपा में आकाश तत्व में निकाल दें. Shri Mataji, please take away all the imbalances, impurities from my right channel, my Pingala Nadi, into the sky element. श्री माताजी, मेरे इस विचलित चित्त को, अटेंशन को कृपया आप वर्तमान में रखने की कृपा करें, उसे साधने की कृपा करें और मुझे साक्षी भाव देने की कृपा करें। श्री माताजी, please help me, please help my distracted attention to be in this present moment, to be in the fortress of thoughtless awareness. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please let me be in the witness state with my attention observing everything going on within me, around me. अपने बाएं हाथ को हम वापस गोद में ले आएंगे, अपने चित्त को हम अपने तालू पर रखेंगे। Our left hand back in our lap and our attention, we'll take it to the top of our head, the center of our head, the frontal bone area. Our central channel, Shushma Nadi, runs along the spine. It's at the core of the spine in our subtle system. Let's put our attention on the central channel. Let's move our attention from base of our spine to the top of our head, the center of our head, very gently. हमारी सुषुम्ना नाड़ी हमारी रीढ़ की हड्डी के संलग्न, रीढ़ की हड्डी के भीतर होती है और रीढ़ की हड्डी के नीचे से लेकर हमारे तालू भाग तक वो आती है, सर के तालू भाग तक। हम अपने चित्त को बहुत धीमे धीमे जहां हम बैठे हैं, रीढ़ की हड्डी के नीचे, वहां पर अपने चित्त को रखेंगे। धीमे धीमे इसको हम ऊपर की तरफ उठाएंगे। Attention at the base of our spine, point which is almost touching the floor we are sitting on. Gently moving it up to Swadhisthana Chakra, our waist, हमारे कमर के स्तर पर रीढ़ की हड्डी में स्वादिष्ठान चक्र पे अपने चित्त को रखेंगे। धीरे से उसको हम अपने नाभि में ले आएंगे, at the level of our navel. नाभि के चारों तरफ जो हमारा पेट है, उसमें अपने चित्त को घुमाएंगे क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में around the navel in the area of our abdomen. Let's rotate our attention in a clockwise direction. अपने हृदय स्तर पे हम अपने चित्त को रखेंगे. At the level of our heart. हमारे गले में रीढ़ की हड्डी के मध्य में अपने चित्त को रखेंगे. At the level of our neck. At the level of our forehead, inside our head. अपने माथे के स्तर पे रखेंगे, अपने सर के अंदर. पूरे हृदय से यहाँ पे हम सबको क्षमा करेंगे. श्री माताजी अपनी परम कृपा में मुझे पूर्णतः क्षमाशील बनाने की कृपा करें. श्री माताजी, please establish the quality of forgiveness within me. By your grace, I forgive everyone, including myself. माँ, मैं सबको क्षमा करता हूँ और स्वयं को भी क्षमा करता हूँ. माँ, मैं सबको क्षमा करता हूँ और स्वयं को भी क्षमा करता हूँ. And gently move your attention at the top of your head, the fontanel bone area. अपने चित्त को अब हम तालू पर रखेंगे. श्री माता जी अपनी परम कृपा में मेरे आत्म साक्षात्कार को दृढ़ करने की कृपा करें. श्री माता जी, by your grace, please establish my self-realization. श्री माता जी मेरी कुंडलिनी को जागृत कर मुझे निर्विचार अवस्था की अनुभूति दें. मुझे निरानंद की अनुभूति दें. श्री माता जी, श्री माता जी, please awaken my kundalini and let me experience this state of thoughtless awareness. Let me experience the joy of awakening of my Kundalini Mother. In this state, let's take our right palm at the level of our heart. So let's keep it in the center of our chest at the heart level. अपने सीने के मध्य में हृदय स्तर पे हम अपने सीधे हाथ को रखेंगे श्री माता जी से हम प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपया हमारे अंदर श्री नौ दुर्गे की सभी शक्तियों को जागृत करने की कृपा करें, जो हमारे अंदर की बुराई को पूर्णतः नष्ट कर दे। श्री माता जी, please awaken, please establish the powers of the Nau Durga within us, which can destroy all the negativities, all the bad we have within us. Let's bring back our right palm back in our lap, and in this state, we will listen to Shri Mataji's speech about the Nau Durgas. तो स्पीच सुनते समय आप अपने दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ खोल कर रखें और अपने चित्त को श्री माता जी की स्पीच पे रखने की कोशिश करें। चित्त को प्रतिक्रिया में उलझने से रोकने की कोशिश करें। So, in this meditative state, we should listen to Shri Mataji's speech. For that, we can keep our palms open towards Shri Mataji. And let's try to keep our attention on what Shri Mataji is saying, then allowing our attention to distract in the reactions of our mind. So let's just pull it back and just keep it there on Shri Mataji's speech. Then attention getting distracted or lost into thoughts and reactions.
You have seen how Durga used to protect all the seekers, sadhakas, and how she killed the people who have been troubling, torturing, killing the seekers of truth. Her whole advent was to protect them from all these evil forces. In those days, that was the most important work. So that's how the sadhakas came up to these modern times. And now they are seekers of truth, or they have found the truth. All these different passage has taught the sadhakas what is the use of their life. They were frantically first trying to find the truth, frantically. And they went into different difficult places. They thought by going into some lonely places they'll be able to settle their mind in peace and they'll be able to find the truth. Also they sacrificed many things, their wealth which was bothering them, their families they thought was standing in the way of their search. All this went on, and there are still some people who believe that by becoming an ascetic, one can find this truth. Buddha did the same, Mahavira did the same. Their life was nothing but a great tapasya. Their tapasyas are helping us today in such a way that we now have got such a blessing that our personalities as they are can receive self-realization for which people struggled and struggled in such a way that if you read that, how they were suffering, you might be really amazed how they went through all this suffering and all this tapasya just with the goal to get their self-realization. It is an ordeal even to read about them and to know about them. And while they were seeking also, there were so many people who tried to trouble them, who tried to torture them, who tried to kill. And the people surrounding them didn't know what they were doing. They used to ridicule them, laugh at them, make fun of them. With all this, what we learned that we have got our self-realization very easily, without any torture, without any ordeal, without any sufferings, fasting, nothing. That's not true. Because you are the same people who have done all this before. And that's why you are here. It's your matter of right to have your self-realization. It's no way is to say that without anything we got it. Because it is life after life you have been seekers. Whatever path you followed, whatever religion you followed, whatever faiths you followed, it was a torture for you. And this torture is today now fruitful, that today you are self-realized people. But in any way, we see that human beings, if they get something rather easily, they don't understand the value of how they got it. Now, to get this easily, actually you must know is not just because you were nothing. You were something great. You were great saints, went into Himalayas. We did all kinds of ordeals and fasting, and where so many of you were killed and butchered in the name of God. So today, whatever you have got, whatever realization you have got, is not just something you should think that it's only Mother's grace that we have got. It's your own great personality which has achieved it. Otherwise, it would have been impossible for me to give you realization. Whatever the work the deities have done, they have brought you to this level of human existence, protecting you. But now, naturally, just this is the last step which you have crossed, and you have achieved this self-realization, and so many of you have achieved great heights. This power within us, the Kundalini, which has connected you to this all-pervading power, has been struggling, has been guiding you, has been all the time looking after you, protecting you, so that you should achieve your goal in this Kali Yuga. It was said that only during Kali Yuga this will happen. And those people who are seeking God in the mountains and in the valleys will find it. But there will be normal people, people who will have household and living like normal people in the society. There won't be some sort of sadhus or saints, but people who are married, who have children, all such people who are leading a very normal life will receive their realization. It's already said, it's already predicted by Bhrigu Muni. So it's all being already set, I think, all being planned. But in this, a credit goes, of course, to you people that you have recognized what is the truth. As you know, there are so many false people going about. They are doing all kinds of tricks, they are trying all kinds of methods to entice people. Despite that, you have recognized. This recognition is something very remarkable. And I am myself surprised how, like lost children finding their mother, come back to her in the same way all of you are here. But in this, we should not think that we have got it easily or we have got it without any difficulties. Because this can create a little problem that we will not go further with the same speed, with the same dedication as we have been doing before. So whatever you think is easy was not easy at all. It is sahaja. It is, what can say, spontaneous. But now it is for you to time. It's really to understand that this time is so important. We have to save the whole world. That you have to project yourself, as I said last time, and to find out ways and methods how you can do these things. In Russia, I must tell you, I had a very good experience of a very highly developed soul who is a very well-known scientist. He is one of the biggest scientists of Russia. And he is indulging also into spirituality. He told people that I am indulging into spirituality, I would like to see Mother. I said, all right, I would love to see him. So when he came, he looked at me and he said, I know, Mother, that you are the incarnation of God in these modern times. I was quite surprised for a scientist to say that. But his eyes, so pure and so full of devotion and humility. Then he says that I want to do something if you help me. I said, what do you want to do? He said, I cannot measure your power. I cannot. He had an instrument by which he could measure the power. I can't also measure the power of your photographs. He said, he told me a number which I couldn't understand, was something 700 raised to power, some sort of a billion into billiardi, like that. I said, now what this number is, I don't know. So he told me that this is what your photograph is. So I said, all right, now what do you want me to do? I told him, you can take this photograph if you think it is so powerful. So he took the photograph with such respect and this thing. At least 4 or 5 times he bowed to me. I said, what do you want to do about it? He said that I want to put it on a satellite. Now see the projection part. Satellite. Then what will you do? And I'm going to put electromagnetic force behind it. So this will, the power that is in this one will penetrate into things. Because electromagnet can penetrate, with that these vibrations will also penetrate. So I will go onto the satellite and from there I'll project this and I'll see the global uh, problems. Then wherever I'll project this, the problems will be solved. I'll try to first of all make the land fertile with this one photograph of mine. Can you imagine? See,
ध्यान की इसी अवस्था में हम कुछ क्षणों के लिए और बैठेंगे. Let's continue to be in this meditative state for some more time. श्री माताजी से हम प्रार्थना करेंगे. श्री माताजी, सहज योग के इस प्रयोग के लिए कृपया हमें वो शक्ति, मन में वो विश्वास दें जिससे हम इस प्रयोग को अपनी पूरी इच्छा के साथ, अपने पूरे जोर के साथ कर सकें. हम इसे सिर्फ आसानी से मिल गई हुई चीज की तरह नहीं देखें माँ. हम इस प्रयोग के माध्यम से उस सत्य को जान सकें. श्री माता जी, please give us the strength, the confidence, so that this experiment of Sahaja Yoga is something we continue to work upon with same zeal and same fervor which we have done in the past. We should not treat this as something which we have just got it. Please make us find the truth we have been seeking for ages through this experiment of Sahaja Yoga. हम श्री माता जी को धन्यवाद करते हुए सेशन को एंड करेंगे. श्री माता जी, आपकी परम कृपा में हमें जो अनुभव हुआ उसके लिए आपको कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद माँ. हमें सहयोग देने के लिए आपको कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद. Shri Mataji, we thank you from bottom of our heart for today's meditation, for the Amrit Vani, the speech where you shared this knowledge to us about ourselves. Shri Mataji, thank you very much for giving us Sahaj Yoga. हम अपनी कुंडलिनी चढ़ा के बंधन लेंगे. Let's raise our kundalinis and take bandhan. कृपया ध्यान दें, कल सुबह का जो ध्यान है वो दशहरा स्पेशल ध्यान है। तो आप अ, अपने परिवार से, अपने मित्रजनों को भी बोल सकते हैं ज्वाइन करने के लिए। कल सुबह 6:30 बजे वो ध्यान का सेशन है। और उसको आप बाद में भी देख सकते हैं अगर सुबह ना देख पाए तो। और बाकी लोगों को भी बता सकते हैं। तो आज में जुड़ने के लिए धन्यवाद। शाम को फूड शो का सेशन रहेगा, आप कृपया उसे भी ज्वाइन करें। Thank you, everyone. On the occasion of Dashera, there's a special session at 6:30 tomorrow morning at the same channel, and you can invite your friends, family to watch that in the morning or at any uh, any point of time in the day. It'll be on the same link on the same channel. So it'll be a live, like we do these sessions. So see you tomorrow morning, and you will have your regular food soak session in the evening today. So please join that as well.